It's a beautiful day out. The Huskers are going back to work after Michigan State, and the next victim on their schedule for this weekend is... No! Nebraska may not be exactly where they wanted to be coming into the bye week. However, a late surge against Michigan State showed that even on their worst nights, the Huskers can find a way to stay in games and even give themselves a chance to win at the end. However, we can't ignore the entire game, which means looking back at the first half as well as the second. So let's kick this week off with S for 69 games since the Huskers last got shut out in the first half of a football game. On Saturday, the Huskers offense looked abysmal in the first half against Michigan State's vaunted defense, and were held scoreless for the first time since 2009 in the first half. Although funnily enough, Nebraska won that Thursday night game against 24th-ranked Missouri by putting together a 27-point fourth-quarter comeback, which the Huskers nearly replicated on Saturday night. However, the Huskers failed to capitalize on 3 Spartan turnovers in their own territory and couldn't overcome a 24-point fourth-quarter deficit. Normally, I'd end this part with a joke, but instead, I'm just kind of sad. And there's no better comedy I can make than just watching that vine of Jake Cotton falling down at the 38-yard line over and over and over again. Up next is D for dropping Penn State in straight sets. In the same week, the Big Ten Network's volleyball Twitter account had the audacity to ask which home environment in the conference was the toughest to play in. The Devaney Center made a strong case for itself on Friday night. The Huskers hosted number 3 Penn State, and after coming out flat and dropping the first set, the team came alive, winning the next 3 sets and handing Penn State their second and worst loss of the season up to this point. John Cook even went after Nebraska fans, asking what it would take to get a good court storm in the Devaney Center. He makes a good point. Might be nice to have a reason to storm the court at Devaney. I mean, we never exactly had a reason to do so before now. Finally, we have Q for quality opponents. Nebraska baseball announced its schedule this week, and the thing that sticks out almost immediately are the non-conference opponents that the Huskers have slated to come play on Hawks Field. Not only do they have a 2-game series with Cal State Fullerton scheduled in March, but immediately after that they've got a 3-game series with the Texas Longhorns. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that people aren't going to care that Nebraska has since left the Big 12, and we'll probably see a pretty hostile environment for the Longhorns when they finally arrive. And that's probably all I'll say about college baseball for a while, because I feel like talking about it before basketball season even gets here is like starting to decorate for Christmas in October. That's it for this week. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at CornfedSports and at CornfedLive for any and all updates around Husker sports. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time if we can survive this bye week. Bye week!